Timothy Hamilton,
Here.
Scott Gillette, absent, Emily Bell, absent, and Adele Torres, present. We have no audience participation today. We're going to move on to item 1C, the approval of minutes from the regular called meeting on January 12th, 2026. I will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Give me 1 second to pull that up on Agenda Link, and that way y'all can vote on the
Oh,
screen.
on the screen, perfect. Yes.
While we're waiting on that, I'd like to introduce somebody that is in the audience tonight. Her name is Leah. Would you like to stand up, Leah? Leah is part of the Wasili program. She is from the Philippines. She's a civil engineer, and so she's here interning with us, and she's going to be shadowing all the different departments within the city for a few months. So she wanted to experience the Parks Board meeting tonight. So
Very cool. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So cool. Welcome. All right, and cast your votes. All right, motion passed, minutes approved for January 12th. And now we move on to the special called meeting on February 2nd. I'm open to a motion.
Move to approve.
Yes. Perfect. Second. Perfect.
Jane, could you vote on the screen?
I'm sorry. Maria, I'm sorry, I was already
All right.
looking at
No worries.
Perfect, and it passed. And now on to item 2A, discussion and action regarding the 2026 Parks Master Plan updates.
Good evening, y'all. My name is Laura Presley. I'm with Kimley Horn, and I'm excited to talk to y'all briefly about this. We have not really made many changes since our last workshop together. The bulk of those changes were regarding the updated city branding, so we went through and updated everything to be in line with city branding. We've also made sure that we've included all of the concepts for everything that we discussed, as well as cost estimates. We can provide detailed appendices. I think the copy that y'all got didn't have it because the document's already very large, and the appendix is, another 50 pages of exhibits that are all in the document. We just include them as an appendix usually. So if you all have any questions on the material, I'm happy to discuss further, answer them, anything you'd like to see adjusted before adoption. But in general, this aligns with what we discussed at our workshop, as well as what we've discussed through the planning of Brian Schwingler and Opal Joe and those efforts.
Is it possible to get just a rundown version of what, not last time, but when that came out, we were discussing what our priorities were. Is it possible to get a page or two that just lists those?
Yes, in the master plan you're meaning? Yes, so we can include sort of like almost a bond priority summary from that conversation. Is that what the conversation you're talking about? Okay, great. Yes, we can include a bond meeting summary to talk about current priorities as of 2026.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
And for Maria too. So on the minutes, I'm looking at the board discussed their priorities and proposed that the bond projects prioritize William Houston Park, Willow Creek North, Highland Station Park, Sagewood Park, with an emphasis on bringing aging playgrounds up to code, installing additional pickleball courts, and improving trail connectivity. There's a lot of social media frou-frou right now on A, B, and C, and pretty much everything that I'm seeing so far, just social media, just the keyboard warriors are like, no, on B, because it's so broad and it has no definition. It's like, well, we have some definition. Are we allowed to share on social media to answer people that these are going to be our priorities?
So, as a board member, you can provide facts on projects that are within the master plan, but we do have to be careful about the way that we're wording that and whether that's gonna sway a vote for yes or no. So yes, you can provide further details on projects that are within the master plan that we are working towards, but I would be careful on the wording on your reply.
So more factual information than
Yes.
personal opinion.
Correct.
If we talk about it here, it is public record.
Yeah, so if it's in our minutes, could I then just say, if somebody has a concern with, oh, it's just so general, it's so like, give us money and we'll do what we want, this is what I've been reading. Am I permitted to say, well, we're gonna prioritize these 4 parks and installing some additional pickleball courts for the community, improving trail connectivity? I had one person, Rick Russell, I think that was, wanted to talk about trail connectivity more.
Was that on the?
The link that I sent you, yes, that guy.
Okay.
Was it Rick Russell?
Yes,
Yes.
I got denied entry. So
Huh?
I got denied entry.
Why?
You're gonna have to ask him. I don't know.
Oh,
We want to be careful because we don't know this is what the city council is going to approve, like what we want.
Right.
Or what we say, this is what we are requesting or advising. That doesn't mean that that's what they're going to do.
yeah,
So I wouldn't word it as we are going to put this, and this on there. You could say like, we've been discussing
Yes.
these, yeah. And then it would be up to city council.
we've been discussing XYZ and have made that recommendation to the city council. You think that would be okay, Jared, Maria?
I would think so.
Yes, I do. And
Okay.
and I also want to bring up, you can also bring up factual steps of what we've done with the previous bond as well, what that
Yeah.
has allowed us to do.
Yeah.
I think that would go a long way as well. And
Yeah.
we can help provide that information.
And the other thing is if it's on Facebook and it's your own personal account,
Yes,
then you replying to somebody else's post is you replying,
Yeah.
not,
Private citizen.
not Jane Lyons Parks Board.
right.
That's
Right.
true too.
So.
Okay,
I
thank
think-
you.
Yeah.
That clarification. I just want to make sure I'm not
And then
crossing any lines.
the Parks Town Hall is on March 30th too, and that's where they'll be able to get a lot more information regarding
yeah.
Proposition B, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Hope that didn't derail you, Laura, but I just,
I just wanted to add, I think we should, have y'all got to see how much the new parks are being used from the bond money we used from the last deal? I mean, those are the types of facts that we need to be
yeah.
sharing with
Perfect.
people. Yes.
On the master plan that we were sent, on page 164, under Willow Creek Park, under existing amenities, the 2 pickleball, I guess it would be pickleball courts, because we added the lines, aren't listed there, so if we could add that.
Yes, we can include that.
And then on page 169, under Highland Station Park, it's not listed, the tennis court / pickleball court out there as well for existing amenities.
You said that's 169?
169, mhm.
Got it.
Is there anything regarding the master plan that you would like us particularly to look at? Because it's huge. It's all of the parks, all the information, all of the things. But going over it, it looked like everything that we have discussed in previous meetings is there and accounted for. So I guess I'm just asking, what is it exactly that you're looking from us today?
I think the biggest thing that we're here for is a recommendation to city council for adoption.
Okay.
One of the most important things to remember with the master plan is it is just a visioning document. So this isn't us agreeing, we're gonna go do all of these things. A lot of times these concepts can feel kind of like Disneyland or Disney World, like we're gonna go
Yeah.
build all these things and it's gonna be crazy.
More like a vision board, like a
But-
roadmap.
Yes, it's meant to be a vision board, a menu, help cast the vision of what could be, and then allow you all and city council and the community to dictate kind of where do we go as we identify funding opportunities and priorities, similar to the way y'all identified priorities with the bond. So I think that's my biggest emphasis during the approval process is this isn't a
100%
dictated course
happening.
of action. It's a plan that we have in place partially in order to collect data and just kind of create a plan,
Okay.
but also in order to apply for funding, we need to have a master plan that's adopted, and we need to be able to demonstrate we, being the city and city council, know what these improvements could be in this space, what fits, what cost estimates are we looking at these, so that when you're applying for funding, you are a viable and responsible candidate to receive funds.
Also, if you could add on to that summary, what the priorities from the surveys.
Yes.
Thank you. I just wanted to mention that when the times come, it's not time to discuss it right now, but when the time does come to prioritize what we want to, the list we want to give to city council, we've already done the major legwork. Just Mr. Weaver mentioned at the last meeting, we've already done the major legwork from the last bond. So now we just have to go back on there, check off what we've already done, and look at what's the next step. That, to me, it just seems to be the right way to do it, because we've already spent all the money on this master plan, we've already went through all those hours and the time to go through all that last time. We can just start from where we left off this last time. I'm assuming that's.
Yes, I would agree. Similar to Brian and Opal, we always recommend to do public engagement as part of a project, especially because sometimes you see it with bond, I think, too. Y'all have talked about Facebook and stuff. When something is close to someone's home, they're more likely to be engaged. Sometimes during a master plan public engagement session, you're not getting the same feedback you might get when you're looking at a specific project in a specific park. So it's important to do the public engagement piece and then move into design based on the feedback and priorities that are kind of outlined during that. So similar, like I said, to Brian and Opal, that would be our process, but it wouldn't be like, now you've done the plan, so you don't have to kind of start at zero of what do you want. It's more, okay, we've talked about kind of holistically what the community wants. Now we're looking at William Houston. Let's make sure this is what you want before we move forward. So that would be kind of the process.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So are we needing to make a motion to approve to then you take this to council, or is it just a discussion? Need an action?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have any other questions or anything
Wait, what
else?
are we voting on right now?
Approving the master plan that we got sent in our emails to then get kicked up to city council for approval. The updates that were put in.
Okay. All right, I'll make a motion to approve the updates on the master plan.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
Please cast your votes. And the motion passed.
Thank you very much, y'all. I appreciate all of y'all's time on this. Y'all have spent a lot of time and energy, so
Thank you.
I'm grateful
Thank you.
for it. We'll make sure that y'all get an updated copy, and then we talked with Maria. Once it's adopted by council, we'll make sure everybody has a hard copy as well, so that it's easy to flip through.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Possible to get that before our meeting so we can peruse that before our next meeting?
Before the next meeting, I'm not sure of the timeline. How quickly would you?
Is the next meeting in May?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're planning to take this to council in April. I would say, yes, that's possible pending their feedback. If they have a lot of things they want to see added or changed, then we might not be able to, but assuming that they're on board with it, yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, and that puts us at item 2B, discussion and action regarding the purchase of holiday decorations for Willow Creek Park.
Chairman and Board, what we'd like to discuss tonight is the purchase of some new Christmas light displays in Willow Creek Park area. We have identified 3 to 4 areas along Knowles Drive there that it'd be nice to put a display in, just so there's not such a large gap in between each of our displays. I do know that Corey tomorrow is meeting with electricians to see what it would take to get electricity to those sites, so we don't have any information on that at the moment. We are also awaiting some display ideas to present to y'all to fill those areas as well. In the past, I mean, in the packet that you've been given, it is shown, you know, in the past, the beautification committee has split the costs with the Parks Board on these. We are going to have a joint meeting in April with the beautification committee. So that'll be where we'll make decisions and things like that.
Do you have the date?
So today, we would be asking for y'all's availability in April. It would have to be one of the first 2 weeks, because the other dates aren't available. So it would have to be the first or second week of April, if that works with every member that's present here.
And so we will definitely provide all the information by then before that meeting would occur to everybody. That way you would have time to look it over and everything like that. I do know that Maria has made a presentation, PowerPoint presentation, and she'll show you all that.
Okay.
Yes. So I wasn't able to pull it up so that you can see it on your screen, but it's the packet that's on your chair. So we have identified, and what you're seeing is the map that I shared with the Google Calendar, and it shows you all of the displays that are located throughout the park, as along with potential new spots that we have. So what's within the PowerPoint are the displays that we've already purchased. So starting with the Santa Express, that's the first display that we bought at a cost of $33,923. So we have the Santa in sled with reindeer, so about $3,000. The toy workshop for $25,000. The Santa roping a reindeer, that's $6,700. The 4 trees, so each of those range from low $1,000 and then all the way up to $3,500. And then you have the gingerbread house at $23,000. And our biggest one is the festive trumpet at $55,000. And I also included the 12 days that was purchased by the board. So that's not at the park, but that's at Basswood. I was gonna say boat club, but that's,
Are we looking at buying a large display, medium, or small display? Do they have a size in mind?
So, I mean, we're going to present all different sizes. We'll obviously have to discuss budgets and what we're willing to fund. There are a couple of new ideas, some suggestions. Do you have those pictures by chance, Maria, to
Yeah,
pull
let me
up?
pull it up.
Of some archway type, maybe on some of our walking paths, and also some photo op type
Oh, cute.
Christmas displays. We do have photos of those. So it would be nice to maybe do a mixture of those, look at the costs and things like that, see, potentially get more than one. Obviously, if we go with a really big display, that might be the only thing we'd be able to do. So we just weigh and look at every angle on
Okay.
that.
Did they say anything about adding on to the Basswood area or Bailey Boswell area?
We really haven't discussed that at the moment, but that definitely can be discussed, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Should be pulling up now.
Oh, wow.
So those were just a few examples of what we had found through that's the same company
Oh,
we
cute.
purchased all the Christmas light displays. So those are the archway type.
That's pretty.
And these would be located at the entrance of the switchyard?
Yeah, I mean,
Possibly.
we would have to go down there and vision where you would want those locations exactly, but I know there's a desire to, the switchyard is such heavily used, especially after the Christmas parade that we had, to be able to have something like that in that area at that time. This is a walkthrough and photo op situation, big ornament
is
type
Nice.
situation, but there's several really nice ideas. I know we would love to do all of them, but, that's
Load 'em
y'all's
all up.
decision. Yes, that would be y'all's decision.
That's cute.
Within the budget. But these are all the photo op type situations, displays.
Oh, that's
Picture frame.
cute. I like that one for families. Oh, I like that. Very cute.
That's very cute.
So once we do have the joint meeting with the beautification committee, of course, they'll receive the same information, and we'll get together and make that decision.
I have to say, I love this idea because my favorite part about going up to Grapevine are those little photo op, the sleighs and, yeah, very much.
They're super popular, and it's a memory you get to keep forever, and I really enjoy those as well.
For
the
Christmas
photo ops.
cards. Oh, yeah, okay, that'd be cute. I like
So
it.
excited.
Good job.
Does electricity is gonna be required for each one of these, I would assume?
So if it's down in let's just say it's down in the switchyard area around where we put the Christmas tree at, where the parade ends, we would probably, in the size of those displays, we would probably be able to tie into it current electricity that's already provided. But we would have to look into that to make sure it would work. Now, in the areas on this map that are located as potential sites for new displays, those areas will have to have electricity run to them.
Okay, and similar to any other roadway that might be desired as well, if you had something on any other place, you're having to get electricity, get a meter, all that stuff to it, so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So currently on Basswood, we have to operate the 12 days of Christmas off of generators. So, because we don't have, it's pretty costly, but these are shorter runs than what that is. That's just because there's not electricity right in the vicinity of where we have it. So,
Okay.
but this, did you have any rough estimates on cost for the electricity? No? Okay.
Okay.
We'll have more information on that by tomorrow.
Awesome,
So-
thank you.
For the members that are here today, what does your availability look like for April?
April 6th is perfect.
I can do April 6th. That's right after Easter.
Yeah, I'll be here too.
And I'll also send out an email to everybody else just to get their availability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. April 6th, is that what everybody's assigned?
The 6th.
Is there anything else that y'all need or y'all would like to see?
Oh, I don't know. All
I
of
mean, how many options are we gonna be getting? Is there like 10 options? Is it you've got a catalog? What are we looking at?
Yeah, I think what, well, I know what we'll do is we'll provide probably about 10 options
Okay.
for y'all to look over and, and y'all make the decision off of those.
Okay, perfect.
And
Well-
everything that you saw on the photo op and Archway will be a part of that
Part of
process
that.
too.
What about one in front of the new fire station?
We'll have to get approval from Chief Spirits and company on that, yes. Yeah, they may want one, I don't know, we'll have to ask.
I like the idea of it being down Knowles, down the park, because that's our route too for the parade. That's where everyone kind of congregates, so I think that would be a good, somewhere in the park. Now, I forget, I had it written down somewhere, I don't know where I had it. How many are currently in the north end versus the south end of the park? I think there's 6 on the north,
We have
south end, I can't remember.
1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like we have 4, but that also includes the smaller displays that are installed by one of the vendors. They're not included within this.
That's
They're
one, the email
smaller.
that she sent us out. Just so you know, there's a link in there.
Yeah, I had a note here with it, and I don't know what I did with it, but.
Oh, no. 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
And the money that we use for this is going to be coming out of the donation fund, correct?
Yes, it will be coming out of that.
Are there, I can't remember, were there those those banners that go on the light posts? Do we already have those? Did they have them last year? I can't remember. I remember talking about it, but I don't know if that went through.
The Christmas banners down, I know I saw them down Longhorn. We had them there,
Okay.
and I can't remember. There you go.
And what-
So,
The flag, are you talking about the pole?
The banners
flags?
that go on the light posts that you see going down, typical Main Street,
Okay.
so we had them up in the past, but Encore is requiring approval for that now, and they have not given that to us. So we probably won't be seeing that anytime soon until there would be some sort of approval for that.
Got it. Okay.
All right. And then we'll have the cost estimates for the electricity, power hookups, all that stuff at the next meeting.
Yes, correct.
All right, does anyone have any other questions regarding the holiday display lights? Okay, and then on to our next item, 2C, discussion regarding the Park Bond Town Hall meeting.
Yes. So Chairman and Board, so I just wanted to go over our role for the town hall meeting. We'd like the board members to be present to provide more information on our park projects. We will also have staff and Laura, our Kimley Horn folk there to help as well, but we would like assistance from the board to be present and just to provide additional support answering those questions.
And to be hopefully clear on this, so when we're talking there, we need to be not advocating for our
Correct.
own, how we feel about it.
Correct, yes.
Just merely speaking as to what it would be.
Yes,
Okay.
factual information. Yes, when you are representing the board or the city, then that would apply. Yes. Do y'all have any questions?
So while we're there at the meeting, obviously we're functioning as board members. But once the meeting is over and we're back home in the neighborhoods, in the park, at the grocery store, we then have that ability as private citizens of the community to voice our own personal opinions, and
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. For the town hall, is it gonna be where we participate is gonna be kind of at a section where you're gonna have a Q&A perhaps? And if anyone has any questions, is that when we chime in? Or is it something where, you know, Laura will call on us to chime in, or just kind of see how it all unfolds?
So I believe we're still working out the details, but once I have an agenda for y'all, then I can share that.
Perfect, okay,
Yes.
thank you. All right, does anyone have any other questions regarding the town hall meeting on the 30th, I believe it is?
Yes.
No? Okay. Do we need to vote on the holiday decorations?
No.
Okay, perfect. And so that is done. You did send us mock-ups of the park that we're calling the dog park playground. Are we gonna be discussing that today? Because we got cost estimates for if we did dog theme, estimates if it was train, and then we still have the original 116 that we did already approve for the blue and yellow sail installation.
Right. So we don't have a specific item for that approval, so we wouldn't be able to discuss or take an action on that.
Okay, can
Yes,
we put that in for our next meeting? Because I'd like to get that sorted as soon as we can so that we can use those 2021 bond funds to at least prioritize and put together a plan for replacing the park that's right next to the dog park.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Perfect. And then, or well, I guess, where's the agenda of this? So then that puts us at 3A expenditure fund report.
Yes. So within your packet, you have the donation fund report for the month of February. So we had a total of $12,507 in donations. And then we had 2 expenditures. So we had the Perryweather alert system, and we also had the fireworks show go through. Do y'all have any questions?
I'd just like to note for those watching at home that this information is readily available on the city website. If you go to the city website and you go to boards and commissions, committees, you go to Parks Board, all of our agendas are there, and you can access information from years past as well. And you can see the agenda. At the end of all of our agendas, we have the Parks Donation Fund, and people can see how we're allocating our money and how we're spending things. Because I know that that question has been circulating online as well. All of this information is on the city website.
Yes. And if
And
it's,
our meetings are recorded as well. So the city YouTube page, you can get all of that information and watch the meetings too.
yes, ma'am. And if it's not on the website, then they would just need to submit an open records request, and we would be able to release that.
Okay. Okay, and then that puts us at 3B, future agenda items. There are two signs in Willow Creek Park that are brown, and they've got 2x4s with yellow letters. They look pretty worn out. So I was wondering if we could get some cost estimates on what it would look like and cost to be able to replace those signs. Probably stay within the same vein and theme as our switchyard kind of sign, something that it stays the same. I just wanted to mention that, yeah.
Yes, we're actually, we've been looking into that to upgrade all the signage to make it all look the same throughout the entire park. So we're at the beginning stages of that, but we should be able to present something to y'all in the future on that.
Okay, perfect. And then, are we still gathering cost estimates for the roof replacement for the rec center?
Yes, actually, I have the quote that we would like to present the council actually on. We got a quote come in at, and y'all will be happy to hear this, $179,177. So well under what we
The
had.
210 that we were thinking?
Yes, so
So let's just to make it clear, what is this for? Because you said that the rec center,
the roof replacement of the rec center.
the roof replacement for the rec
Yes.
center.
Yes.
And what was the number again, Jared? Sorry.
$179,177.11.
That's great news.
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. So as of right now, I know we went over it in the last meeting, and I don't know where my note is. Where are we with the leftover bond funds from 2021? I think we're floating around four, I had it somewhere. We haven't allocated anything, no expenditures have come out of that leftover 2021 bond fund since our last meeting, correct? I just want to clarify that. That's really what I'm looking for.
Yes, no, nothing's come out. I do know that we're in the process, y'all had approved the pedestals, the additional pedestals at the switch yard.
Okay.
We've still got to get that going. So that's the one, we don't have any quotes on that as yet, but I remember y'all allotted a sum figure of that. We'll be getting quotes on that very soon. But that's the only outstanding expenditure that, at the moment, from the parks. And obviously, once this roof is approved, that'll be some money, but money will be.
We'll have a better idea.
Yes, yes, but there will be additional leftover since this quote came in under what we were expecting, so
Perfect.
to allocate somewhere else.
Okay. I think that's all for me for future agenda items. Does anyone have anything else that they wanted to discuss or put on the agenda for the next meeting?
Just the one thing that I had shot you, that conversation that was on the, I think it was called Smart Saginaw or something like that.
can't see it 'cause
Yeah,
I'm not-
well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask him, but there was some chatter back and forth about the park's donation and what that's used for, and somebody went and found the Texas Attorney General's, all their website stuff that said you can't use it for this and you can't use it for recurring expenditures. And I assured them that it wasn't being used for recurring, like salaries, you know. And they said, well, we would like to know what has been, our donation money has been spent for, which is like a legitimate question. So I was wondering if we could collate, you probably have all that like a few clicks away. Could we get like just a summary of the past 12 months, let's say? 12 months with what we have spent parks donation money on, so that people can see that it's like peppered all around the community. And so they can see that like what, remind me about what the Perry Weather Alert System is. And then the fireworks show, that was for the whole community. And so these are things that,
Green.
yeah, we're peppering around the entire community. It would be great. I think it would be great to get that information out ASAP, so that the trust level of the community, or those who are the keyboard warriors, would go up. Because one of, like, just for instance, I had read on Proposition C, I'm not sure if it was Rhonda or Mary Copeland said something about the reason that the animal services has to be the cost that it is because they have to get non-porous flooring and better soundproofing equipment and those kinds of things, and a better HVAC, you know, for the air environment. And so somebody was talking about like, well, you can build a huge house for that kind of money. But so I just took the information that I remembered that somebody else had said, and I plopped it down in there, and a few people were very appreciative to know, you know, why. So I'm just saying, we really need to build community trust in the process in order to have a successful bond and doing the things that we're permitted to do by helping get out the information.
Just
That's
touching
something
a little
easy.
bit.
That's something easy.
It is
to,
easy.
because it's come up, you know, I think every year it's come up since I've been on the board, because new people move in or they just don't, haven't watched any of the recordings or whatnot. But just, if that's an easy question to answer, the Christmas parade and all that is entailed, the train and grade and all that is, the 4th of July, any replacement of park equipment that needs to be done, it comes out of there. So that alone is way more than the $12,000 a month that goes into. 'Cause,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know what it costs to do all these things. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just a note that, well, my thought left me.
Just
Like
to
in a second, it left.
touch
I don't
on a
know.
little bit what you said about building trust, absolutely. But we also need to take accountability as adult members of the community. This information is out there.
Yeah.
It's on the city website. It's on the YouTube page. You can go and watch the city council meetings. You can watch our meetings. You can watch Board of Adjustment meetings. You can watch every single meeting except there's a couple, I think, that are not being recorded as of yet. But all agendas are posted on the city website. So the information is there and it does exist. You know, unfortunately, within our community, there is a spread of misinformation and that wheel just keeps on turning, and we've been trying to combat that as best that we could. But we need to acknowledge that, you know, take 15 minutes out of your day. Go on to the city website, click around, familiarize yourself. There are tons of information out there, things that you wouldn't even know that the city is putting out there, information and knowledge for us to know and learn. So while I agree there's always room for improvement, for the keyboard warriors out there that say this information does not exist, that is not true.
Yeah.
So we need to hold each other accountable for what we're saying and what we're spreading within the community, because people are basing decisions on what John or Paul or whoever said their neighbor down the
Yep.
street. Now, this isn't disparaging them and saying they're not good people, but, you know, the game of telephone when we were kids, you
Right.
can start off, I'm saying that the sky is purple with blue stars. Well, it goes down the list, 10, 15, 20 people, and that message is not the same message you receive at the end.
Right.
So there's little things like that that we just need to be cautious of moving forward, especially in a time of now when we're going through all the bond propositions. This is very pertinent, important information, and we need to make sure that people are getting the correct information in order to make an educated, informed decision on their future for themselves and for their families.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
agree.
Agree. But, that is what what just slipped was that the video that the city produced on the upcoming bonds was excellent. It was so good. If people would watch it to the very end, they'd get a lot of information and the misinformation problems wouldn't. I mean, I think I remember that at the end it said, if all of it was approved, it would be a $28 a month for the average Saginaw home. And that's one of the things that I put in somebody's, as a reply to somebody. I'd gladly pay most people blow $28 running through a fast food.
Exactly.
I would gladly, not have a fast food dinner once a month to make sure that McElroy doesn't, give me damaged kidneys.
Yeah, you're not falling through potholes on industrial.
And that we have a good animal shelter, and that our parks are safe and updated.
Exactly.
It's really pretty nominal when you think of it. I mean, the millions and millions look huge and offensive to some, but that information, that video was so well done,
It was
so well done.
It was.
So
it was
bravo
great. So
to whoever
well done.
had a hand in
Communications
that.
Department, whoever, yeah, they did a great job.
And I just wanted to say that because we didn't mention it in this portion here, we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but also we would like to have the playground options to be discussed, so.
All right, does anyone have anything else before we adjourn? Okay, it is 6:50. Oh, wait, we have to, I open the floor for a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
A second.
Perfect.
It's not coming up on my screen.
Yeah, mine just says motion by, seconded by. The word, there we go. I just tapped the word approve, okay.
I got it.
All right, motion passed, 6:51, Monday, March 16th, adjournment. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
If y'all could just wait around a minute, I just want to make sure.